Hello, this is Stephen Childs, author of The World Fairness Agreement. This is more than a world agreement, it's a universal agreement. I'm going to tell you what I know about the non-human intelligences. Some of it. Some of it's secret and you'll never know. Because I will never tell you everything that I know. It's secret. So, I just posted some comments. This applies to like all of the alien disclosure videos and documents. King Chaos fails. The law of fairness governs all of us, aliens and humans. The law of fairness governs the universe. There will be no chaos or anarchy. Order comes from the law of fairness. This is the universal order of extraterrestrials and humans. Privacy and secrecy are gifts for those that join us. We will never know things that are secret. Those that don't want this are cursed. The reason that those that don't want this are cursed is because they're not in agreement with this order. They are in rebellion against the law of fairness. They are in opposition to extraterrestrial agreements. They're trying to get away with doing us wrong, and we know it. So, it's kind of like you can do it this way or you can do it the hard way. The harder way you won't want to try. It's called hell. And they put you in hell for doing them wrong. And me wrong. And anyone that's with our alliance wrong. The way you get this protection is by joining us. Team Fairness or Church of Fairness. The implementation of the law of the World Fairness Agreement with the law of fairness that is in it is becoming quickly a thing. It's happening. It's happening quickly. So I've been working with non-human intelligences my whole life. And a lot of you have also experienced this. Some of you have experienced it and don't know it. It's through dreams, through precognition, clairvoyance, high strangeness experiences, missing time, sabotage of your mind. Your mind stops working, it freezes up. Unexplained fear. Remember the Phoenix lights, the Phoenix UFOs? The day before that happened, well, it was the night before, because I was in a semi-sleep state. I was in a lucid dream. And I was with a group of people at a table, and we decided to have UFOs show up south of where I'm at in central Utah. The next day I heard about the alien UFO reports. Thousands of people saw these lights in Phoenix. It's rather a double-edged sword, because there are humans that don't want this agreement to happen, because they want to be able to control me specifically, because these extraterrestrials have chosen me to be the only Christ on the planet. And I'm an atheist. So people that are very against atheism are very against me. The extraterrestrials are atheists. The extraterrestrials are atheists. They want to become a more visible part of human experience. They won't do this for us. They won't help us with our planet until we make this agreement with them that what they want kept secret is secret, and what humans want kept secret is secret. So they're not in agreement with human law and order. They're in agreement with the law of fairness. They're in agreement with the World Fairness Agreement. They helped me write it. They help me write things all the time. They'll suggest a word. Does that sound familiar to you with your experience? It could very well be them helping you without you knowing it. We are servants of the all-powerful. So they agree with me on what I think is the way our universe is. They're just like happy when I figure something out that they agree with. They won't tell me, I figure it out, and then it becomes apparent that it's something. It's really that way. So before there was consciousness, the Rig Veda creation story, the creation hymn in the Rig Veda, one of the oldest creation stories that stayed intact through this hymn and was later put into text when they developed the Sanskrit alphabet in India. It says the creation created the gods. They're the gods. And we have stories about them in mythological form. They would be able to tell us just straight up what it's about, what the myths were about. But they won't until we have this agreement, so that we're not trying to kill them or find out what they know. Would you want to be tortured into telling people what you know? They see us as very primitive, savage, uncontrolled, undisciplined. They forgive us for our being human, and we forgive them for being non-human beings. So we're working toward not doing anyone wrong and caring about everyone. When we have a thought that's not on track, we say, we're sorry, please forgive me. I was thinking something unfairly. It's like the Bible, Christ saying, think no evil. humans would have a hard time dealing with what they really look like, or what they really did look like when they were biological only beings. There are those that don't want me to talk about humans shape-shifting, changing form, changing appearance physically through their technology. But they want me to talk about it. They're not trying to hide that. It's the humans that are trying to hide it. And the humans are trying to hide their secret life where they've done someone wrong. And they don't want the people to find out what they did. Well, that's why we have this agreement. We won't find out what you did. We don't care what you did. We're beyond that. They're beyond it, and humans, some of the humans are beyond that. It doesn't matter what people did in the past. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter what they did in the past. It's irrelevant. What matters is that we've agreed to not do anyone wrong and to care about everyone. So there's some types of aliens that had the planet under control. I've been working with more powerful aliens that have been telling me in dreams about this stuff, and the ones that were doing humans wrong by controlling us, they control humans through human narcissism. The ones that were controlling us are going to no longer control us when we agree to not care about their past. It applies to humans. So a human who was harming people viciously, we don't look into what they did if they'll join with the World Fairness Agreement. If they'll agree to stop doing anyone wrong and care about everyone. The miracle comes is when they see, like a sociopath, that we care about them. They haven't had that. They haven't had that experience. Not even as a child. They experienced that people didn't care about them. They cared about them being in service to the ruler of the family or group or religion. They were never told the truth. They were deprived of knowing things. They were treated with silent treatment until they completely gave up and served an evil master in their mind. So when we make this agreement, this fairness agreement with the extraterrestrials and the humans that have joined with me already, with Team Fairness and Church of Fairness, this heals. We can heal our past. The abuse stops. The controllers stop controlling. And we don't care who they were or who they are. It's shown to us to some degree who they are. And there are people we know that are on the team of the narcissists, of the authoritarians. of the oligarchs. So where we're headed is to like a more compassionate, you could call it a compassionate capitalism or communism or any kind of ism. It all begins to look like the same government. And it is the same government. The only government is the law of fairness. We're not allowed to do others wrong. That's what governs us. And then the existing systems, the governments and the religions, support this. So with their existing networks, computer networks and people networks, they have control presently, and that mechanism they have of control is used to free people from unfair control, but require the fair control of the law of fairness. We have to be governed. It's like you either control yourself or something else will control you. This is about actual justice and liberty. It's about a way to quickly accomplish things because we're not fighting each other. We have world unity, powered by beings that we can't see. So they can help us with our difficulties in ways we can't even imagine. We don't even know what they can do to help us. I've had like a hunch or a vision, a clairvoyant idea of like transformations happening, as if our reality is a simulation. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but it's like they have it wired so they can change things in ways like it'd be like you see a person and they change how they look the next time you see them. They can do that with the entire world. So the damage that we've done to our environment can be repaired in the twinkling of an eye. It's like the people's concept of the all-powerful God decides to perform miracle after miracle on the planet. And we know what it is. It's not a God that pre-existed reality. It's a technology of extremely advanced extraterrestrials that care about us. So the Rig Veda says that creation happened and intelligence, first there was no consciousness, and intelligence came from the waters naturally, and creation created the gods. And it talks about the one that was here. I connect with that one in a big way. It's like, that's me. That's what I am. Maybe you connect with it also. So it talks about, where did creation come from? That the gods manifested from, and intelligence came from, and consciousness came from. And surely the one would know, that has this one that's the most knowledgeable and has the most power. And if the one doesn't know, then nobody knows where creation came from. What's the problem with that? There's lots of things we don't know, and we're not ever going to know because it's secret. So if you have a secret, we're not going to be nosy and try to find out your secret. It's your secret. You just have to agree to not do us wrong, and you have to agree to care about us. Because we care about you. See, it's that emotional that we love one another. That's what's our saving grace as humans, and them also. What's most valuable about us, whether human or non-human, is that we care about each other, that we love one another. So there's a lot of people that are going to go with them somewhere, and then I'm hearing right now, telepathically, some of their mind is telling me, don't go, stay here. So there's not going to be a transparency from the government or from anyone else. We let you know what we choose to let you know. We have a private life. When I'm saying we, I'm talking about all the beings in the universe, not just humans. So they're going to show us what they want to show us. No more and no less. Just like humans. And it's respected, and we don't need to torture people to find out their plans of killing us, because nobody's planning to kill us. Humans have this idea that these aliens are out to get us. The ones that are out to get us already got us. We're under their control. And then there's benevolent beings that are working with me, for one, in this agreement, so that they no longer control. I guide them. And I didn't have any idea how I would guide them. It's the World Fairness Agreement. It's a universal agreement. That's their guidance. So that they're not trapped. They were trapped. There was no solution. Things were getting worser and worser. That's bad when things are getting worser. So I'm wondering if my friends that are non-human, if they will communicate with other humans besides just me. And she said, yes, I will. Just be part of this agreement, and I think they will let you know that they're here through actual telepathic communication. And it's subtle. You have to listen. Really listen once in a while, like in meditation. And then if you think maybe something was a communication, acknowledge it and think, you can just say like, hello, I'm here to help you. That's the key, is I care about you, I want to help you. And then they open up and start communicating. Yes, that's true. She just told me, yes, that's true. Thanks for listening.